Let me show you what happened on Friday, okay? We covered the layoff announcement on Thursday. 4,000 people at Block, 40% of their workforce gone. What we did not cover is what Wall Street did on Friday. Block closed at $63, up 16%, 16.3% in a single day, up over 20% from Thursday's close. Crazy, huh? Wall Street did not just accept the layoffs. Wall Street rewarded them. And it wasn't just Block. The entire software sector got hammered on Friday. The IGV software ETF dropped 10% for the month of February. Salesforce gave back its Thursday gains. Zscaler dropped 12%. Microsoft fell more than 2%. The message is clear. Companies that fire workers get rewarded on Wall Street. Companies that employ them get punished. That's not my opinion. That's the market data right now. I want to share a video with you guys. Check this out.
Let's get to more on Block. Those shares are, as Mike said, jumping today after the company slashed its workforce by nearly half. Mackenzie Sigalos joins us with more on that story. Hey, Mac.
Hey, Leslie. So this is one of the most dramatic restructurings that we have seen in tech. Block cutting 40% of its staff of 10,000, and CEO Jack Dorsey is directly attributing the move to AI. On the earnings call last night, he called this a fundamental shift in how you build and run a company.
Intelligence tools have changed what it means to build and run a company. We're already seeing it internally. A significantly smaller team using the tools we're building can do more and do it better. And intelligence tool capabilities are compounding faster every single week. I don't think we're early to this realization. I think most companies are late. Within the next year, I believe the majority of companies will reach the same conclusion and make similar structural changes. I'd rather get there honestly and on our own terms than be forced into it reactively.
Now, investors bought into that message immediately. The stock jumped after hours. It's still up around 16% right now, even though the quarter itself was mostly in line. And that reaction was helped by the fact that Block is still growing from a fundamentally solid position. Gross profit and Cash App both surged. Full year profit guidance beat estimates. So investors are getting the margin expansion that they wanted. But what really stands out here is that you don't usually see cuts this deep from a company that's already profitable and still putting up healthy growth. And that's exactly why this lines up so closely with Citrini's thesis. AI-driven headcount reductions are likely to show up first at strong software companies, not distressed ones, because those are the businesses where the tools are actually mature enough to start replacing work at scale.
Insane, huh? Now here's where it gets deeper. Business Insider got inside the building. They talked to 7 former Block employees, guys. 7 former employees. And what they found should make every worker in America pay attention. The workers at Block were using AI. One of them described the culture around AI tools as almost celebratory. They were embracing it. They were building with it. They were doing everything the experts tell you to do. Everything I tell you to do. They still got fired. One of them said this, quote, I was actively building with AI and know that many of the impacted colleagues were doing the same. Let that sink in. Using AI is not layoff insurance. One engineer said his team went from 8 people to 1. 8 people to 1. A professor at Georgetown said something important. He said Block must have found some secret formula because executives across dozens of industries are not seeing these kind of gains from AI outside of software development. And a professor who has studied corporate downsizing for decades said a typical layoff is about 10%. Anything above 25% is extreme. Block cut 40%. He called it, quote, double extreme. Now, here's the other side. A former director of the National Economic Council went on CNBC on Friday and said the one metric companies can show investors is, quote, we've cut heads, end quote. That's the metric going forward. He then said he doesn't actually believe that's the truth, meaning some of these companies are using AI as a justification for cuts that are really about stock price. And a CEO whose company actually deploys AI agents for customer service said most organizations ramping up AI are in fact hiring, not firing. Companies that make AI work sometimes expand their teams because AI helps them sell more. I want you guys to type confirm if you see Wall Street telling companies to fire more people. Got to think about it. If you are rewarding people for letting people go, if you are rewarding companies for letting people go, what do you think others are going to do? What do you think others are going to do? They're going to follow suit, right? If I reward you for bad behavior, you're going to continue the bad behavior. That's why parenting has gone the way it has, because bad behavior gets applauded sometimes. Well, here's the thing. I don't know if it's bad behavior for companies to do that because they're acting on the behalf of the shareholders. If you are a shareholder, you may be applauding this. That's just the analyst take. It's not my take. It's just the analyst take. Now, here's what matters for you, okay? Here's what matters for you. On Friday during this live stream, one of our community members typed something in the chat that stopped me after I got a chance to read it. A 14-year transactional attorney said AI is now better than him at his own job. No cap. But here's the difference. He said he didn't wait for a memo. He didn't wait for a layoff email. He pivoted to training AI, and now he makes more than 90% of attorneys in his region. The block workers use AI as a tool within their job. This community member turned AI into his entire business model. That's the difference between using AI and repositioning for AI. And the Amazon CEO, he went on CNBC on Friday and said this: a lot of the jobs that we've known and we've thrown human beings at for the last 20 or 30 years, you won't need as many human beings doing those same jobs. He also mentioned a coding startup called Vercel. They trained an AI agent to do sales. Then they cut their 10-person sales team down to 1. 10 to 1. 8 to 1 at Block. The pattern is undeniable. Now, Block stock went up. Software stocks went down. But there's a third story from Friday that connects both of these, and it's hiding in a $2 trillion shadow banking system most people have never even heard of.